All right, so I'm here with my brother, Matt. This is my actual brother. He is not a Tundra dude. He is a Ford dude. He's got a 2017 XLT Sport F-150, which we are going to review today. Thank you for that. It is his first pickup truck, so he probably isn't going to know too much about it. Neither will I, so we got the window sticker to figure this all out.
I am a banker and a yuppie, so this is going to be a whole lot of fun.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a walk around the truck, and then we're going to do a quick driving impression, all that kind of stuff, so stay tuned. So here it is, 2017 Ford F-150 Sport 4x4, because that's the way we do it in the Northeast. It is a 2.7 liter EcoBoost. It is the XLT. It is a good looking truck, and it is good to know that you are part of the hashtag no chrome movement.
On purpose I did that.
On purpose you did that.
I want to give you chrome. I said no chrome.
The only chrome we have is a little bit of the Ford emblem. So starting up front, obviously we have body color, everything. One of my favorite parts about the truck obviously is the body color bumpers, but I love the headlight design so much. What about you?
They're bright at night.
There you go, man. Good to know you're a truck guy too. Coming around, we got your tow hooks, good fog lights. I mean, they look like good fog lights. This is one thing I don't like about Ford trucks is the air dam. If you're going off-road, that thing has to come off. Have you ever hit anything?
No, so far it's been pretty good.
All right, good. You agree with me on the air dam, or is it just me?
No, I mean, all the times I go off-roading, it's a huge pain in the neck.
Which means he doesn't go off-roading at all. So I believe, I don't know for sure, but with the Sport, there's usually a different wheel package. I think this is the upgraded wheel package. You get a little bit teethier of a tire and different wheels, but they're good-looking wheels. Do you like them?
Yeah, I was expecting to have to upgrade the wheels because the ones that they come with are typically pretty smooth.
Yeah.
So I was happy when they showed up with this. So.
Absolutely. Like we said, 2.7 liter EcoBoost. Now here's a question people are going to ask, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it now and not wait for the comments. Is there a reason you went for the 2.7 liter EcoBoost over the 3.5 EcoBoost or the 5.0 Coyote V8?
So number one, price. Number two, though, in my job, I do a lot of driving. So it was a risk to even get a truck in the first place. I mean, throughout the years, I've had Honda Accords and Toyota Camrys and things that get really, really good gas mileage. So I've always wanted a truck. This was my opportunity to get one. So when I did, I tried to get the one that I thought would be best on gas.
Good stuff, good stuff. Now mind you, just so everybody knows, he does live in a very, what are we calling it? Busy area, suburban area.
45 minutes north of New York City.
Yeah, right by New York City. So the fact that he even has a big truck like this is crazy to me. I figured you'd be in a Tacoma. I figured you'd join the Toyota team. Moving on though, we got color keyed everything. Ford, high five on that. This is one thing Ford has come out with years ago that I really like. Do you use this at all?
Don't even know what the code is.
Oh, good, good, good. Moving on, we got the big back seat, this is going to be something people ask about. Just make sure you don't have anything back here. Now, obviously the Crew Max is going to have a bigger back seat, but Ford really, this is Super Crew?
Yeah.
So actually, this is definitely Crew Max worthy. Ton of knee room. Film me. We got a ton of headroom. There's actually like a dip in the ceiling, so there's even more headroom. Good stuff, lots of room. This way, you got yourself a little bit of a charger, like a USB here, and you got an actual plug like you would use in a house, and there's air vents, and there's a regular charger there, AC adapter. So one thing Ford does that I just will never understand, and I'm sure some of the Ford guys watching this video will be able to tell me, is this massive gap. On any truck I've seen stock, there's always a massive gap in the back of Fords. Look at that. So if anyone has the answer to that, please hit me. I'm sure it has something to do with extra weight in the bed or extra weight with towing. I'm sure it has something to do with that, but that is just a massive, massive wheel well. So we move to the rear of the truck. We have parking sensors, color keyed bumper, once again, my favorite, and the F-150 logo, Ford logo, backup camera, with a little bit of a spoiler here, which looks really good. Cover, Gator. Is there a reason you went with Gator?
It's the first thing that popped up on Amazon.
All right, cool. That's honesty right there, people. Let's see if it has it. Okay, so you got to let the bed down. Is there any cover coming? Or bed coverless, right? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, after the holidays, I was planning on getting a spray liner put in there.
Okay.
But that was my one disappointment, is that it didn't come with any kind of a liner.
Yeah.
Anyone that has a truck,
you need a liner, absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. Good space in the bed. This is the 5.5 foot bed, I believe.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, cool. No damper on the door, though. What are you doing, Ford? moving around, one of my favorite parts, just like the headlights, I love the design of the taillights. Looks good. And a sport badge. One of the things we're having on the channel right now is people either love badging or hate badging. Okay, I spent all the money, I want you to know what I bought. How do you feel about it? Do you like to debadge or keep stuff on?
I literally never even thought about it until you just mentioned it right now, but I think it looks nice. I would leave it on.
Yeah, I mean, it's good because the actual color of the badge is the color of the truck.
It's not like it's
no.
Totally popping out.
And this is totally the color I would get. This is my favorite color. Used to have the TRD Pro in that color too. High five, Ford. High five. Now, for everyone who always wants to talk about Toyota still using a key and how you don't need a key in Ford, here you go. Here's a key to a 2017 F-150. It does exist, people. It does exist. So we are now inside the cab of the 2017 Ford F-150. It looks really good, looks really clean. One thing I like the most is in here, I love that it still has the classic gauge cluster look, but this screen right here is definitely sweet, and you get all your gauges up here. Everything about right here is awesome. The steering wheel seems to have a ton of controls, and over to the left, there's a lot going on too. And I have no idea what I'm doing in here, so Matt, take over.
It's really not that complicated. I mean, you've got the touch screen, your audio, phone, nav, different apps that you can use, and then obviously the settings, but it's all self-explanatory. It's got the, which I appreciate because when I'm driving, I don't like to take my eye off the road too much, just your classic tune and volume, which I like. Down here is just your heat and your AC. It's not that complicated. You don't need a mouse, you don't need a computer to run it like some of the other cars. And then on the steering wheel, you've got your audio controls here. You've got your voice command, which I don't use, and your phone. You've got your
cruise control?
Cruise control, thank you. And then these all rotate through the information screen, but there's really not much in there. So it's really not that complicated to use. I have two USB ports in here, and I've got a plug and another adapter here.
Very handy, by the way.
Yes, I agree. And then this is your two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, and your trailer backup.
So here's the window sticker of the truck we're sitting in. Obviously F-150 2017 4x4 Super Crew, 2.7 liter V6 EcoBoost. All right, so this is all the options and everything all listed right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a picture of this with my phone right after this part of the video, and you guys can pause and look at everything you wanna look at. If you wanna just do it in the video, here you go here. Prices, and the overall sticker price of the truck is $49,255. Wowie wee wow. So now we will go on to the driving part of this. All right, so we're gonna take this thing for a ride now. First time driving it. I'm looking forward to seeing what the EcoBoost feels like. The truck feels nice and tight right away, I can tell that. It doesn't feel like it has a lot of body roll. Just from turning out right there, I could feel that. Brakes are a little different than the Tundra, that's for sure. You don't really have to press them down too much. So we're gonna take this thing out. Nice quiet truck. There's a little bit of noise, but it's not obnoxious. It's definitely got a little bit of power, so this should be a good time. What do you think, as far as driving cars your whole life, what do you think of this truck? Does it feel powerful?
So I test drove the Tundra, this one, the Silverado, and the Ram. And why I chose this one is I do so much driving. It just drives so light, and it drives like an SUV. And I know that a lot of truck people won't appreciate that because they like the truck experience. But I just need a comfortable ride. I'm putting 30,000 miles a year, you know, on a car. I just need to make sure I'm comfortable. I need to make sure that I'm just as comfortable driving on a highway as I am driving, you know, in the back streets of Queens.
That's crazy.
And as soon as I got into this, that's what I felt. I mean, it handles beautifully. It's got some pickup. You know, I'm very happy with it. So this was definitely my choice.
And now we are going to test the pickup of this thing. Turning out, this is the same road I do test with the supercharger to feel power. Okay. All right, I almost cursed, but I didn't. Yeah, it feels like it's got a little oomph to it, a little more than I thought. Wow, it really dug down there, and when the turbos kicked in, it felt really good. Really has, I think the number one thing right now that I'm focusing on is the braking. There's no pitch forward in the truck at all. It feels like it's well put together as far as suspension. In a truck, you don't usually feel, it feels like I'm in a car. It feels like I'm in a smaller car the way it handles right now. But that pickup was something else. We should put some intakes on this or something. Have some fun with it. Open up the exhaust. Now, if this is the 2.7 liter EcoBoost, I really want to drive a 3.5 liter EcoBoost, and then I want to drive the high output 3.5 liter EcoBoost that's on the Raptor, because this thing has insta pickup. Look at that. That's cool. That's a lot of fun right there.
Yeah, I mean, when you're on the highway, you can definitely zip in and out of traffic with this.
It feels like it's always there, like there's always power readily available. It feels like the transmission actually is ready to go at all times. If there's no lag in the transmission, there's no searching for gears. It just feels good. I gotta be honest with you. And this is why I do these raw driving impressions when I don't test the car before the camera, because I want you to see the giddy schoolgirl in me like you're seeing right now. I feel comfortable behind the wheel already. Usually I'm a little nervous behind the wheel of something I've never driven, but the truck actually feels really good, really planted. I don't feel up above the traffic in the way where the wind would be hitting me and I'd be swaying all over the road. So far, so good. Definitely a fan of the drive.
One of the stupid features in here that I appreciate so much is the tiny little blind spot mirrors.
Yeah, I see that.
Because when I was first kind of learning to drive a pickup, I had cars in my blind spot. I never would have known they were there if those mirrors weren't there. They saved me.
And it's a shame that there is not a blind spot monitor in here. Blind spot monitoring, you guys know how I feel about that. Has been a lifesaver. When you look over and that little light's on, when you can't see that car, you know it's there anyway. So I know when you get up into the higher trims of Ford, they have that, but at least they have that little mirror. It definitely does help, for sure, because I see everything I need to see right next to me. Awesome. You ready to drive the Tundra?
Let's do it, brother.
So the next video that you will see tomorrow is this guy driving a supercharged Tundra. So we will see his raw reaction. Yes, yes. But overall, I'm impressed with the Ford F-150. And you know me, I'm all about appreciating automotive differences. There is no hate and no bias. Thank you once again for providing the truck.
Thank you.
We appreciate you on the channel.
Happy to be here.
All right, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll talk to you later.